Hey guys and girls, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of the most amazing regrowth with myself, Lewis. Hope you're brilliant, have yourself a great day. As always, just tending to my pearls right here, doing my thing. I can never tell if these ones are actually ready. I don't think they are. No, they're sandy ones, aren't they? That's good to know. Let's get the rest of these. I've got a fairly decent amount of pearls now, to be honest. And between this and the last episode, I haven't really done a great deal. It's been more just farming and tending to everything than making much. I did make a new farm, I'll show you that in a second, but it's basically just an extension. I just keep extending areas to get better farms down, and then with bigger farms we can obviously grow more stuff. So in the last episode we got ourselves our essence seeds, and I've been trying to make as many essence seeds as I can. And we've got this area at the back over here where I've been placing all of my essence seeds that I've been able to grow, and slowly getting all of those, which is very nice. Now, someone did say in the comments, which has been very helpful, that you can bone meal essence seeds, but I found you can only bone meal certain ones. I don't know which ones are the certain ones you can bone meal, but some of them bone meal and some of them don't. It is a little bit handy for getting additional essence, I must admit, but yeah. And I still haven't got these guys to breed. They're like taking forever to do their thing. I put extra ones down. You know, it says essence seeds and sugarcane will give me nature seeds, but I am yet to get those guys. Hopefully, at some point, we will do though. Now, let's look in our quest book at what we have to do. So we've got a few things that we can be doing today. We can look into doing the fish, or we can look into doing some of the magic crop stuff, because we've got a few of those now which we can do. I think infusion is one that we can do, which means we have to make a weak infusion stone that gives us a ender pearl and some essence, or we can take some skeleton soul seeds and some weak essence. I think I might actually go with the skeleton soul, I don't know. And we've already done a mana pearl, so that's kind of half the quest done. We have the way the world works, which brings us on to written in stone, where we need to make one of most of the runes. I don't think we're going to be doing that just yet, because we haven't got all the resources for it. Yeah, plus we got some of these to make. What the world enables is Big Daddy, which again needs some... There's something we needed, wasn't there? Diving helmet? I think it was iron that we needed to make the diving helmet. Let's have a look. Copper. We need to make copper. That's the one. Alright, so we can't do that. And what the world embraces looks into making bags and stuff. I'm kind of just not doing that one because I don't really need any bags or anything at the minute. Plus we've got this one, which we go into feeding time. Eggs. And how the world changes, which we need iron for the witch's oven. So let's look into the magic crops first, because I think these ones are going to be kind of handy. We need to make ourselves a weak infusion stone, so let's have a look at the recipe for that guy, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully we'll be able to start getting some metal crops soon, so we can start getting some metals. That would be kind of handy. So a mana pearl and some essence dust to be able to do that. Let's have a look over here, see what we've got. I think we've got a spare mana pearl. Yeah, we have good stuff. And we've got a fairly decent amount of essence over here. I've also got myself a load more sugarcane, so we should be able to start setting up our fishing area today, which is what we couldn't do in the last episode because we didn't have enough sugarcane to make all of the nets that we needed. So we should be able to go ahead and do that today. So let's do that. There we go. Oh, that reminds me. We're going to be doing a Q&A, guys. We reached 50,000 subscribers, so I want to say thank you for everyone that has supported the channel and joined us over the last few years. It's been very exciting, and to be honest, I would have never been able to do it all without you. I know it sounds mega cheesy, doesn't it? But it's true. So, because of that, I'm going to do a Q&A. I said in my last Hex episode that I would mention it in this one as well. So if you have any questions that you'd like to know, then make sure to drop it in the comment section, and I will make my way through them and try and answer as many of them as I can. If you've already left a question on one of the other episodes, though, like the last Hexer one, try not to do it on this one, because I am going to go through every single one, so you don't have to worry about your question being lost. It will be there. It's you know, if you put it on loads of them, it kind of like bungs it up a little bit. So try and keep them to one video. But yeah, we're going to do that. It'll probably be in the next few days once I've got enough of the comments in, enough of the questions in, and then we'll do a big Q&A for you. I think it'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, 50,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, guys. It means a great deal to me, and hopefully we'll carry on going from here. It's going to be brilliant. Here we go. So we got a weak infusion stone. Let's go and hand this. Oh, we need to do more stuff. We need weak essence. Oh, I think I know how to do weak essence. So for weak essence, we need to do you and this. And this should allow us to do it. So I think it's like that. Yeah. Cool. How many do we need? I didn't look. Oh, we only need to do one. That's all right. So which should we have? So we have 16 weak essence or some skeleton soul seeds. Let's look at the recipe for skeleton soul seeds. and we'll go from there. So to make these, we need regular essence, we need essence seeds, we need bones, and we need 2 runes of earth. Well, those regular essence take up, what's that, 4, 8, 12 of the small essence, or we can have 16 weak essence. I'm going to go with the seeds. It seems like they're a little bit more, we get a bit more bang for our buck going with the skeleton soul seeds. So maybe we can use those, you know, we can use those for make bone meal, can't we? The skeleton souls should give us bones, which in turn will allow us to make all of that. So, yeah, I think we went with the right one. I don't know. I'm going to say yes. But let's plop these down over here. And let's see if we can actually do anything with these first. Can we do anything? No, we can't. Okay. We'll pop you down, and that should give us some of the skeleton soul stuff, which is great. And let's look up and see what else that has opened up for us. This now brings us on to cuprous conduction. And this is a renewable quest. We have dye seeds, ender seeds. Okay, alright. So maybe you'll find some traces of copper amongst the fragments of clay you've dug up. Oh, yeah! A task where the player can hand in items or fluids. One can also use the quest delivery system to submit items and fluids. So we need floral orange powder, we need clay, and 4 weak essence. I think we can do this. I think we've got this in the bag. Let's have a quick looky-see at how much clay we've got. If not, we can use our clay conia, can't we? We've got 4 bits of clay. Well, that's fine. I believe it's sand. And our clay conia. Where are you chilling? There you are. We'll pop you down here. And we should be able to... Yes! Venas! How many is that? Let's get the rest of them first to make sure we don't make too many. It's 11. And we needed 14? 16. Okay. Let's put you down here. 14, 15, and 16. Lovely jubbly. Alright, so there's that. And then we needed the floral orange dye, I think, as well. Was it the regular orange? Yeah, floral orange powder, which is you guys. I might have to do some more of that. That gives us 8. And we needed 16. I need double the amount of that, but that's fine because we've got buttloads of floral fertilizer. So this should allow us to get all of these. Yeah, there's another one there. We need to make a space. I might make a space specifically for doing my floral fertilizing until I get myself a the flower that allows us to do that. I can't remember the name of it. Jaded Amaranthus. There it is. What do we need for you? We need a rune of spring. Oh, that's mega cheap. How much is a rune of spring? We need a rune of fire. We need some saplings. We need a rune of water. Oh, rune of fire. We could make one of those. Not yet. But we could. That's going to be something that we need to do. If we're going to be doing a lot of Britannia, which looks like a lot of the quests evolve around using the runic altar, then it's probably going to be in our best interest to make one of those. And then we can get loads and loads of flowers. And there's a really easy way to automate the gathering of these flowers, so I might show you that. I don't think I've ever done it in a series before. I generally use the Drum of the Wild, but I'll show you a real easy way to do it that's mega cheap. But how many orange flowers have we got? We should be on like 5. I think that's it. Let's put all this back in here. Alright, you can all go back in there. And you guys. There we go. So I think we only need 4. Yeah. Nice. And then our pestle and mortar should give us 16. Brilliant. You can go back in there. Cool, cool. Alright, so we got those, and we need 4 weak essence, and that will allow us to finish it up. And we've got enough right here to do that. So we'll do you. And you. Oh, we've already got loads. We've already got 4. We got 4 from that quest. Yes. Alright. Boom. Gives us a essence of copper. Alright. What do I do with essence of copper? Please tell me. We need essence of tin. We need essence of iron. Lots of essence of copper to do this to get the copper seeds. Is this the quest that's renewable? Am I going to have to do this a few times? It is. So I can't do it straight away, but we can repeat it to get Kupros. We can do that quest again in refreshes on intervals 3 days and 0 hours, resets in 20 hours for us to be able to do that quest. Okay, and then we've got Ferric Fidelity, which is red stained, floral grey, and weak essence to get those. Carbon Connections. One of these ones, Ender Seeds. With Ender Essence in hand and a runic altar at your disposal, you think you found a way to infuse a seed with the means to grow Ender Pearls. So we need Ender Seeds to be able to do that one. How do we do that if we haven't got the Ender Essence? Because the Ender Seeds require... Oh no, they don't, look. So Essence Seeds plus all this Essence, 2 Ender Pearls, and 4 mana, and 2 Mana Pearls will give us the Ender Seeds. Those weren't weak ones though, were they? Were they weak? Oh, they are weak Essence. So we could do that. Do we really want to do that though? Because that's going to give us Ender Essence, but we've got Ender Pearls coming from our clam farm, our oyster farm. I don't know if I want to do that one. Dye Seeds. You think you found a way to infuse a seed with the means to grow various dyes. Well, we don't really need dyes at the minute either, do we? Carbon Connections is black powder, essence, and that. So we're going to have to do these over a few times before we can actually get the seeds to be able to progress through that. And we're going to have to go into Britannia to be able to get the runes that we need as well. Okay. So that's going to take a little bit of time to do. That's not going to be a fast thing, I don't think. And we are limited by time because we have to wait for the quest to reset. Because at the minute it won't reset. So it's going to take 12 hours for it to reset. But they're Minecraft hours, I think. Yeah, like it went down to 11 hours. It was 20 before, wasn't it? So I guess that's like minutes, maybe. So in 10 minutes we should be able to do it again. Or like 5 minutes. I don't know. But I'm going to pop these guys over here. We'll put our essencey stuff in here for the time being. And hopefully we'll be able to do that to get the copper seeds, which is going to be mega, mega important for us to be able to do that. So, yes. But let's grab all these, and then we're going to go do something different. We're going to go check out this fish thing. We're going to get a little bit fishy. We're going to try and make ourselves a fish tank. I've never done this before. I don't have any idea how this works, but I'm going to try. And from what I think, we just make ourselves a big old glass fish tank, fill it with water and put this feeder thing in it. I think that's how it works, but we are going to need to get ourselves some of these sugar canes beforehand. So let's take you, and oh look, these have grown as well. We still haven't got our seeds. That sucks. I really want my essence seeds to grow. Maybe they will soon. Hopefully they will. Alright, you can go in there. Cool. Alright, so we need you, and we need sticks. So let's grab some sticks. And we're going to need to make ourselves a feeder to be able to feed our fish. That's very important, isn't it? We need 6 of these. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. And we're going to need some raw fishes plus a chest. Okay. So we'll grab some of you. Get ourselves a chest. And some raw fish. I don't know how many raw fish I have. I think I have 1. I might have 1 raw fish. Maybe we've got some more. Most of my fish are alive, I think. Yeah, those are alive. That's a raw goldfish. Okay. So we're going to do a little bit of fishing beforehand, before we can do this. That's another ender pearl right there, I think. Is that another ender pearl? I think that's another ender pearl. Let's have a look. Come here. Get in there. There we go. Yeah. See what I mean? We get ender pearls pretty fast. I don't know if I want to be making an ender plant just yet. I'd probably get ender pearls faster from this than I would do if I did an ender plant. So, yeah, I'm not too sure if we want to be crafting that just yet. But it probably is going to be good for us to be able to start making these essence, or at least doing the quests for it, so that we don't get slowed down by the cooldown that the quests have on them. If we start doing them one at a time and very slowly, it's going to take even longer, isn't it? Which I'd rather not do, so it might be worth doing that. Is that a raw one? Yeah, we got a raw salmon. Brilliant. So, now that we've got our raw salmon and our goldfish, we should be able to craft this, which is going to be great. I'm also going to make another crafting table, and I'm going to bring it over that way, I think, because it's handy to have multiple crafting tables. There we go. So we've got a fish feeder. I did make a load of glass, and let's get ourselves some of you. So eat you. And I didn't want to do that. Why did I just do that? Can we do you? Oh, we can't do that, can we? We have to do the wonky way of doing it. We'll just use you. No. How do we do... Oh, I remember. It's a weird way of doing it, isn't it? We have to do, like, you and that. Yeah. Oh, look. Oh! We already did that quest. I don't know why it's giving me the thing again. It might be because the mod pack updated. Alright, let's go and do this over here. We did that in like the first episode. Alright, we'll pop you there. So let's put this down. I haven't got any idea how big this needs to be, but we're going to make ourselves a fishy tank. And I think we're probably going to do it here. So let's go with... Should we do like a 3x3? I think that's a good enough size. Does it need to be bigger than that? I don't know. How big does it need to be? How tall does it need to be? That's another question. I wonder if we have the bottom. I wonder if the bottom has to be this as well. Let's get rid of all of you. And we'll replace the bottom with it. Like, I don't even know if that bit needs to be it. Actually, you know what we could do? Let's go in here. Because we found how to dive, Sea Witch's Guide, fishing and breeding. Maybe this would tell us a little bit easier. Let's have a look. So this tells us about making the sifter, which we've done. Fish oil, fishing rods, environment. I just want to see a picture. I just want to see a quick picture. We've got an automatic fisher, which is one thing. Fish feeder. The fish feeder is the main block used for fish breeding. It's where you'll place your fish and where they should spend most of their lives. Working a way to produce something useful for you. With fish feeders, the more water they have surrounding them, the larger the tank is considered, and the more fish food they can store. Fish feeder will accept most of it. So we don't even need to make a tank, do we? Was this a hatchery? What in the world's a hatchery? We don't even need a tank for this, do we? We could just put it anywhere. And it needs water around it, right? So we could do this. We can have you there. Okay. And then we could break you. And could do this. Yeah, that should work, right? Unless it needs a lot more size than that. If this doesn't work, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to pop it in the sea. I'm just going to throw it in the water and build around it. I think that's probably a better way of doing it than this. You know, this seems like it's going to take up more space than it needs to. It's also going to need a buttload of water as well. Maybe we should put this guy over here, maybe. Yeah, alright. I'm going to fill this up with water, guys, because I'm going to have to be 2-in and 4-in for going back and forth for a minute or two, and we'll see how this turns out. Alright, so I've covered this guy in water. He has it on all areas, and I can look inside it, and it says that it's missing fish food and missing male fish and female fish. I'm guessing if it didn't have water around it, it would say missing water, maybe? I don't know. But it looks like it's in there, doing its thing. If you want to know how you do it without the water coming out the front, by the way, just knock a hole in the bottom, because I'm guaranteed someone's going to ask that. The water would always go to an area where it has a hole to go to, which is that one down there. Okay, so we need to make fish food. And let's have a look at fish food. What's fish food? Where are you chilling? Is this it? Fish fingers? No, that's definitely not it. Bottle of fish food? Okay. Crucible furnace. Do I have to make a crucible furnace? Oh, I've made this thing. Let's look in our quest book, because sometimes I get a little bit ahead of myself. Let's have a look at what it says about this, and then maybe it'll give us some examples afterwards. Is it you? No. Okay, here we go. Fish meal. Oh, maybe that's what we need. Fish meal. Okay. Yeah, so a fish gives us fish meal. And I'm guessing it needs to be a raw fish for us to be able to do that. Which is cool. We can get ourselves another raw fish. Let's go have a little bit of fishing. Yeah. Where's all the bad guys? Oh, there's one over there. I can see a little scallywag over there. Oh, I thought that had gone under there. I was like, well, no, I did that thing that fishermen do when they look away and then they get a bite. Hopefully we'll get ourselves a raw fish. And we've got some fish to put in there. I got my stingray with, like, unlimited lifespan. It's like Godzilla of fish. So we'll see what we can do with that. I don't even know why I can... Oh, we just got another one, look. Epic lifespan. Amazing. I don't actually know what you breed for what. Like, is it kind of like Pokemon where you just breed stuff together and hope for the best? I really don't know. Maybe we can... Maybe it's like you just do a male goldfish with, like, a female goldfish. And you hope that you get a good baby goldfish, like the crops, where we analyze the crops and then we put the seeds together to make better seeds. I'm guessing that's kind of the same with the fish. I don't know how long it takes, though. It would be really cool if you could actually see the fish in there, but I don't think you can. I think when you put them in the feeder, it's just... I think it's just a multi-block. But it would be so cool, wouldn't it, if you could look in there and you could see the little fishies going around doing their thing. Go and tap on the glass and see them go mental. It would be awesome. But I don't think we're going to have the luxury of that today. No. Oh! Raw? No. What is that? Damselfish. Epic. Oh, we didn't get what we want. Okay. We should get our raw fish fairly soon. I'm holding off from using the other fishing rod because I thought it'd probably be best if we use up this fishing rod first, but it seems like it's got a fairly decent durability on it. It's been working. You know, I've used it a few times and we haven't barely used up any of the durability on it. So I'm wondering which one's the actual better rod. I think it's the reinforced fishing rod that we have, the one that was treated with fish oil. I think it might have been. I think that's the one. That one's not bad. So, but I don't know if they actually increase the chance of you being able to get fish, or whether they just increase the durability of it. We've never actually used that one, so maybe we'll give it a go at some point. Oh, fish. Oh, I missed it. I was in the midst of moving my headphones, so yes. Yeah, that suits me right there. Yep. Oh man. But I don't know where this is going to lead to, these fish things. I don't know if it's going to have like an end goal, or maybe it's going to help us in the long run, or maybe it's just a quest line that we need to do. But like any of these HQM ones, we need to try and complete as many quests as we can, don't we? So if that means going through the mariculture fishing line, then that means we have to go through the mariculture fishing line to be able to get the things. And, you know, it's a mod that I've never played with. I've never properly... Ooh. We got another damselfish. That sucks. Come on. Give me the fish I'm after. Give me a raw fish. Can we use these? No, we can't. Okay. Just trying. Yeah. So, but yeah, you know, it's a... Yes! Oh, we only got one? I thought it said we get like 5. Do we need more than one? Oh, we need... Oh my god. It's a mod I've never played with, except for a few parts of it. The fishing side I've never done. The oysters I have done. And the metalworks I've done. So like the jewelry. So making the amulets and hitting it on the hammer and things. And I've done that before, which is kind of cool. I like some of the effects you get from it, and you can get some pretty good effects when you enchant them properly. So maybe we'll be able to get some cool ones of those. It's kind of like the Britannia balls, except they don't go in the bauble slot. They've got their own little slot, which is done with a hand mirror, I think. You have to use a mirror to open up the inventory slots for it, so then you can go and change the items that you have on you. You know, if you've got any, like, wristbands or rings or amulets, anything like that. And they can give you things like step assist or water breathing. Things that could be very useful. Oh, raw perch. Oh, that gave us... Oh, we're like 1 away. This is amazing. It's probably really boring for you guys because we're still doing a bit of fishing. But, it's you know, it's one of those things we need to do. If you're into fishing, this might be your episode of choice. Let me tell you that right there. But once we get one more of these, we should be able to hand in our fish food. or we get fish food for doing this. Ooh, a spider fish. That is horrific. You're getting turned straight into fish food. Alright, we got all of these. So let's have a little looky-see. So this gives us some bottles of fish. And, oh, we need something else. Cooling upgrade. You also find you need cooling upgrades to make the temperature of the tank habitable for the fish. To get the needed snow, you can use the snowbell plant, which you may need to do mutations to get. Ah, so we need the snowbell, which is a witchery plant, I think, which needs mandrake and water artichoke. I haven't even got water artichoke. What do we need for water artichoke? Mandrake and belladonna. Ah, okay. So we're going to do some breeding before we can do that. Unless we can just pop them in there and see what happens. should we just pop them in and see what happens? I don't even know if we can do this. Can we put that stuff in there? Is this fish meal? Provides 12 mariculture fish food. Do we have to, like, is it got like a use? Oh, it does. We have to use it in the crucible furnace still, so we can't do any of that. What is this? Is this fish food? Fish oil. Alright, I don't think that's the right stuff. I think we need to use fish food. So it was mandrake and belladonna. That means we need to kill one of those guys, unless I got mandrake. Oh, yeah, I have good stuff. So those. And let's get ourselves some more of these. Because we need a few more, aren't we? And there we go. So these are going to give us a water artichoke. I don't know if water artichoke need water. I can't remember if water artichoke breed on water. I think they do. Can you put these on water? No. So, alright, they don't. I would have thought they would, but they don't. So we can put mandrake. We'll do it here for the time being. And belladonna. And that's belladonna. We've got mandrake. So we could do this as well. And then put another belladonna between them. I like to do this as many times as I can to improve our chances of getting what we're after. So we've got belladonna and mandrake. We've got belladonna. We need mandrake. Okay, so let's put you there and that. And we need to get ourselves a mandrake seed. I hate doing this. Oh my god, it did spawn. Where's my sword? Come here, you evil little thing. They're like the little guys of Harry Potter that squeal, aren't they? Come on, come on. I haven't even hit it once yet, I don't think. Oh my god, this guy is impossible. If we stand in the corner, we should be able to get him. Yes! I figured you out. Alright, so that gives us... Oh, I've got loads of mandrake seeds now. So let's pop you down. There we go. And should we try and do some more just to really improve our odds? So if we put like you there, and that, and then we can do you. And we've got mandrake, belladonna, we can do the same here again, can't we? So if we get... How many have I got? One? We need another few more than that. Belladonna. I really want to try and improve my odds as much as possible, because I seem to be having a little bit of a problem with this breeding right here. I don't always tend to get it. So if I can improve them, then I am all over that. Did we get... Oh, look, we got it! We got our nature seeds. We got both our nature seeds. Yes! It's taken so long, but it worked! Alright, so we have... What is this? Belladonna, mandrake. We can't do it there because we've got water. So we have mandrake, and do you, and that, and we can have belladonna. And the same on this side. So, oh, no, I messed that one up. Do that. And this is belladonna, so we'll have mandrake. Sweet. Alright. I might have gone a little bit overboard, but this should heavily increase our chances of getting the seed that we're after, which is pretty important, I think. And you know what? We finally got our new seeds over here as well, so we can get rid of all of this, and we can pop them somewhere else. So just for the time being, we'll put them in here. And there we go. And we've got you. Cool, cool. So when they grow, we'll get our nature essence. And with our nature essence, well, I don't have a clue what we can do with that. To be honest, I haven't really looked. Let's have a look. Nature essence, or nature seeds even. So the uses of nature seeds is nothing, but the uses of nature essence is to make mossy stones, lily pads and vines, mycelium, magical food, a charm of poison, which we're well off yet, and some magical fertilizer. Cool beans. So magical fertilizer is what I thought you used to auto-grow these guys. That's why I didn't realize you could use bone meal. But like I said, you can use bone meal, but only on select ones. And I don't know whether it's... I think if the crop has been... You know, sometimes it says like unidentified. I think if it's unidentified, it doesn't grow. But some of them do. Like you grow. There we go. Oh, it looks like they're... Are they all doing it now? Are you going to make me look like an idiot? You are, aren't you? Yep. Alright, so maybe we can do it on all of them. Maybe I was just, yeah, maybe I was failing. So I wonder if we can do it on you as well. Oh, let's not do it on this guy, though. Ah. So why are you not doing it? Are you guys going to do it? Like, you're going to do it? Strange. For some reason, like, it's very rare, but for some reason they just don't want to grow. I wonder if I can kind of force these guys to grow. If I do that, and then maybe, like, harvest it or something, does it, like, reset? Does it need to reset for it to work? Is that how it works? What are you? You're mature. We're going to have to kill another one of these guys again, aren't we? Oh, no, we got away with it. We're good. Okay. Alright. I'm going to stop playing around with those now. But we did just get a load more essence, which is nice. I like that. Cool beans. Alright, guys. Well, I think that's going to be that for today's episode. Not a great more... You know, there's not much more we can do today. I need to wait until I have the fish food for this. And for us to be able to get the fish food, we needed the cooling upgrade. Did I even look at the cooling upgrade? Like, can we just make that off the bat? Let's have a look. Cooling up. Oh, no, we needed the snowballs, didn't we? Yeah, we need to make the snowballs. And we need iron for that as well. So I need to get iron. So I'm going to have to spend some time, I think, between this and the next episode, really grinding out these ones. No, not you. These ones. So that I can get the iron. Because that looks like iron to me. Yeah, small amounts of iron. Seems to be small amounts of iron left in the few bits of sand you found. Maybe you can extract it and imbue it into the weak essence you've created, giving us iron seeds. So I need to do these, and I think that's for coal. We will need to do coal as well, because some of the runes that we need to make from Britannia require coal blocks, not charcoal blocks. So we're going to need to do that. And I might as well do these maybe. I don't know. We'll see how many I can get. But I think that's going to be the plan between this and the next episode. I'm going to grind those out. I'm going to try and get some of the seeds that we need so we can start growing metals. And then once we can start growing metals, we're going to be well on our way to being able to make some of the awesome objects and machines and things that we can do. Because, you know, you might forget, but there's a fair few tech mods in this as well. And they require a lot of metal. And so far, we have none. So once we get into that, we should be able to start producing ourselves some decent machinery, and that should hopefully make our lives a little bit easier. Yes. Alright guys, I'll see you soon for another episode. Have yourself a great day. Have a good one, as always. And don't forget, if you have any questions for the Q&A, drop it in the comment section. I will rally them up, and we shall do that in a few days. Yeah, it's going to be brilliant. Alright guys, I'll see you soon. Have yourself a good one, and as always, bye-bye.